Hey folks, Kyle Keel here with a new training video for you. This was training actually performed yesterday. It is from a paused deadlift session. I'm nearing the end now of this first mesocycle of my deadlift training block. I have one more session after this, and that's going to be my 2-inch deficit session. This ends the third week of my paused deadlift training. I had done, I believe it was 370 or 375 for 5 sets of 8. Last week I had done, I believe it was a 410 for 5 sets of 8, and for this session I did 440 for 3 sets of 8 and 440 for, 470 for 1 set of 8. So I reduced by 1 set this week. Felt definitely better than last week and decided I would push the intensity and the exertion up a little bit more, bring down the volume a little bit. I figured that the trade-off would be better for me moving forward to make sure that I had a good next squat session, because my previous one really was a little bit of a struggle. I had ended up reducing my intensity for that particular session and opted for more volume. But overall, I can't complain about the training. Everything's feeling really good and going really well. Strength is across the board high on all 3 lifts. On my bench press, I really haven't been able to train it how I wanted because I'm still coming off of dealing with the tendinitis that I had developed prior to my last meet. But otherwise, I feel really good about everything, and I'm really happy with where I'm at. I had finished my last mesocycle, the last time in which I had completed this base phase. That was before Raw Unity, and I had finished that training cycle with 405 pounds. At 405 pounds for 5 sets of 8, and so this is an increase of 35 pounds plus the 470 for a set of 8. Obviously, is a personal best for me. So that's really cool. I think for paused deadlifts, I had actually started my second mesocycle, which I'll begin in a couple of weeks now. I had started that at 440 for 5 sets of 3 with the pause, 440 or 445. Then I basically ended my sets of 8 with that weight this time. So I do feel like my deadlift is substantially better than it was going into prep for Raw Unity. I don't know if I'm stronger than I was at the actual meet. I don't know if I'd be able to pull over 622 right now, but I'm definitely, for this stage in the prep, I'm definitely stronger than where I was last time. So I'm hoping that that translates once I get down to the end of my training cycle and I get up to this August meet. And I'm hoping that that translates into a substantially heavier deadlift than I pulled before. I don't really have any plans for this August meet because, honestly, I have no idea where my strength will shake out. I haven't trained in reps, and I'm going to do this meet in reps. I haven't trained in reps in a long while, so I don't know where my rep squat is, but my guess is that right now I'd probably squat 580-ish in reps. I'm probably still around that 345 bench on my bench, even though I haven't really been training it. The volume work that I have done has felt really good. And I'm guessing that I'm probably around the same deadlift, maybe a little bit less, as I was at the last meet. So I feel pretty good about my total right now. I feel like I'd be somewhere in the mid-1500s, but obviously I'd like to total higher than that at the end of this training cycle. And once I make certain changes and I actually go through my training cycle, obviously my total will increase quite a bit. But as of right now, I'm just trying to focus on making sure every session is a good one. I know this last set I took some time in between the reps, treated it more as a cluster set, realized at about rep 4 that I wasn't going to be able to pull them consecutively with okay technique, so I decided I would just slow it down. Anyway, keep checking in. I will have more videos for you very soon.